Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of RefGuess. This one is brought to you by Under 510, and we have a very special guest, our first guest of the new season of RefGuess. Foolish Baseball is in the office. He is playing today. It's a Foolish Baseball themed episode as well, so it's going to be kind of easy for him. And he's going to fill in for Jomboy, and whatever points he gets will be added to Jomboy's score. So if you've been paying attention to his channel, today's going to be pretty easy for you. If you haven't been, kind of a fake fan, kind of a fake friend, guys. What are we doing? All three of these players were Foolish Baseball video topics, so without further ado, let's see how everyone did.
We've got a primarily corner outfield, little messing around at first base, a little messing around with the other corner and center field.
Montreal Hall of Famer, underappreciated for years because Coors Field.
He went from Montreal to Colorado, where he spent most of his time, then ended in St. Louis.
Montreal to Colorado and finished with St. Louis. 1997 MVP.
I think he's got, several gold gloves, an MVP, longtime Rocky. I believe this is a Hall of Famer.
Look at some of these seasons, huh? Really good defensive player as well. People forget that?
People forget that.
Do they remember his SpongeBob shirt?
Oh, he won MVP. He won it. This is the MVP winner. Man, he hit 379? This guy's an outfielder. Not Helton, but... oh man, I hate when I bring far like this.
A few weeks ago, we were on here and you gave us Scott Rowland. That was a fun one.
That was a good one.
And I was looking at that one and I said, this feels like a guy that a bunch of like nerdy nerds in high school, they get stuffed in lockers, go like, oh, this guy should make the Hall of Fame. Why is he not in the Hall of Fame?
Toxic.
And this gentleman is in that same exact category. And then he wore a SpongeBob shirt on MLB Network on live television when he got inducted into the Hall of Fame. And it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And it's Larry Walker.
MLB The Show GOAT. This is Larry Walker.
A lot of leading the league in OPS, led the league in homers. The year he won MVP. This is Hall of Famer Larry Walker.
Man, when's the Expos vid coming out, Jolly? It's been done. The 94 Expos were the best team ever. This is Larry Walker.
Walker?
Oh, what a beautiful beginning. What a absolutely beautiful beginning. Well, I guess I'll start by saying this is the baseball reference page of one Larry Walker.
That is correct.
A great Canadian. One of the first videos I did with Baseball Bits was just my plea to the people of the Baseball Writers Association of America. Please vote Larry Walker into the Hall of Fame. These numbers are unreal. This one that stands out to me, 99, which was, no, sorry, not 99, 97, which was the MVP year for him. His stats were better on the road.
Yeah.
Than they were in Coors.
It's nuts.
The great Larry Walker, and the real argument I was making is just a 5-tool player, like won Gold Gloves, like had a terrific arm
Like
and
an
right,
amazing defensive player.
stole bases.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't just like a great hitter. He could do it all. So the great Larry Walker is easy.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God. What the hell? What is wrong with me, bro? Like, what's going on here? I need to go visit a doctor for my memory, bro, because I don't know what's going on.
He was very good.
It's pretty good.
With or without Coors.
Before we get to the next round, a quick thank you to Under 510 for sponsoring today's video. Right now, if you click the link in our description, you can get a $10 coupon to their website, and they have a wide selection full of quality products for men shorter than 5'10". Now, you can be 5'10 and wear them as well, and you'll still look absolutely great. It ranges from chinos, joggers, button-down shirts, t-shirts, jeans, anything you can think of to add to your wardrobe, Under 510 has in their website right now. It's a great selection, and you can get $10 off some premium quality products with the link in our description. So take advantage of this offer, and thank you to Under 510 for sponsoring today's video and keeping us looking stylish. Now let's go to the next round.
Medium.
Last week, I did not sing medium. I just said medium. And then I guessed Miguel Cairo like an imbecile.
Only 1 point episode of the season.
Awful. And the only one I'm gonna have because I'm back to singing medium.
Medium. I'm really interested to see what you have picked for medium, because I think I exist mostly in an easy or hard sphere.
Yes.
It would be tough to track down a medium. So
I'm curious to see what your reaction to this is.
yeah, like do I think this is fairly labeled as medium? Yes, I think that's a good medium. I do. I really do.
We've got a short stap. Never really hitting. A couple years where he hits enough.
My rookie year. I'm 22 years old. The Atlanta Braves. 2012. I have 48 hits, 2 triples.
Okay, this guy was a Brave. 2012. He is a shortstop.
2012 Atlanta went to the Angels, Minnesota, and then 1 year with the Cubs. Third baseman for the Braves, 12 to 15.
Your favorite team?
My favorite team. Who was the third baseman of the Angels in the COVID year? This was a Gold Glove third baseman. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it definitely wasn't known for that OPS. Oh wait, no. Why did I read this as a third baseman and not a shortstop?
Oh, yeah,
what is
it's a
wrong with
shortstop.
me?
My bad.
I almost completely messed myself up. Okay, now names are popping up in my head.
Been a couple years since we last saw him in the show. Don't even know if he's still currently pursuing that, but parts of 11 seasons. Most recently, the Cubs played more second base than shortstop that year. Did not have that. Really didn't hit. Thought the Yankees would get him that year, and I was pretty happy they didn't. If we're just being honest.
And this is a Hall of Fame shortstop, people told me for a while. This defense, he's had a better career than Jeter. Crazy. This man couldn't hit. I'm glad he played nice defense.
A shortstop for the Atlanta Braves. It's not Furcal. He went from here to the Angels.
Not Miguel Cairo.
Nice. Eliminate that.
Andrelton Simmons.
I feel like this is Andrelton Simmons.
A lot of Braves, a lot of Angels. Shortstop who racks up WAR because I think the glove was just that good. Andrelton Simmons.
Simba?
Yeah.
I think that's a nickname for him.
I think it is.
Andrelton Simmons.
I know who this is. This is Andrelton Simmons.
This is a video where I was terribly wrong.
Yeah.
I was just terribly,
I wanted to
terribly
not
wrong.
just inflate your ego.
Yeah, I understand that. This is Andrelton Simmons, we've got a great Canadian, now we've got a great Curaçaoan.
Nailed it.
Yep. I tell you what, go through about 2018 on Simba. Look at how much WAR he was putting out. Look at the fact that he's a above average hitter by OPS plus in 17 and 18 with the Angels, and just, I mean, in all. I don't even think generational is fair enough to assess the shortstop defense. And I think generational is a term that's overused because theoretically that should be like every 20 or 25 years. And I find that it's used about every year. But this is generational defense in the sense that the best since Ozzie Smith, you know? And I think so that maybe is a fair label in the
2017 is an 8 WAR player.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about. And, you know, defensive run save, which is the defensive component of Baseball Reference WAR, more friendly to him and great defenders everywhere than other equivalents. But of course, this is RefGuess.
Yeah, baby.
You know where the ref comes from.
Don't turn 30, kids. That's my advice. It's tough. Father Time's undefeated, man.
What the hell? Why it takes me so long to get
That
these? I know
that
the
didn't take you
names.
that long. That was pretty okay.
Yeah,
That wasn't that bad.
I don't know why I read the position as third base, and
I'm
I
not
was
gonna lie. I'm downloading footage from my video. I wasn't paying attention. I was just like, yep. I'm just like kind of listening along.
my brain was at third base, and I almost went into a dead zone.
It's time to get so hard.
Let's see.
Hard here.
I am at hard. This is rare air for me. A chance at points.
Hard. I have a feel. If you had to guess, who do you think it would be?
Rob Barajas.
1999 Arizona Diamondback. Beat my ex. Or did he? It 160. He probably wasn't even on the playoff roster. But this guy's a catcher. Caught for the Mets. Caught for Toronto. Went to Texas to catch. And ended up in Pittsburgh.
There's a few famous foolish catchers, and one of the ones I'm thinking of would be crazy to make the hard, but has a lot of these teams.
I am a catcher. Where's my best season? I guess Texas, I put a couple years together, huh?
99 Arizona to Texas. 2007, he was on the Phillies. Catcher for the Phillies for a half season.
This guy wasn't a starting catcher. Oh, well, he was a starting catcher some years. For Toronto, 2009. I guess he got the bulk of the duties, right? For some reason, Paulo Duca entered my mind, but it's not. I think he spent more time with the Mets. Played for Toronto, played for Philadelphia. Then the only World Series team he was on was just the Arizona team. But he caught Randy Johnson, I guess. There's nothing that's like popping out of the page that's making me say, oh, it's this guy.
I think the other one I think it's the other one. 2012 Pirates sounds right. Wouldn't have had that much Arizona time for him, but having time with that team as well as the others does feel right.
Arizona leading into Texas. Catcher's game played is always funny.
One season catcher for the Phillies. Then he went to Toronto, the Mets, the Dodgers, the Pirates.
All right, let's go with I don't know. Let's throw a name out there like John J. Soul or some shit. Nah, bro, I don't know, man. I don't want to give John J. Soul as
Why
much.
not?
That's a bad guess.
John J. Soul is a great player.
I don't know who it is.
I'm trying to like officially rule out Jeff Mathis. I don't think he has Met time, and the other one does. Like that feels right in my head. And Mathis has stuck around longer than that, actually. So I think that's enough for me to rule it out. This, I believe, is Rod Barajas.
Jelly Olive. If you rewind this tape, you will see that when I sat down here and you said, we're doing Foolish Bailey video topics, the very first name out of my mouth was Mr. Rod Barajas. Rod Barajas.
Nope.
Rod Barajas. That's the hard. This is Rod Barajas.
Oh, this is screaming Rob Barajas to me.
It is Rod Barajas. What's great about Rod Barajas is, I mean, my video's about him on the 2012 Pirates, but just a very journeyman career for him.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of fun with him because I think a lot of people, the main two catchers I'm associated with are Rod Barajas and Jeff Mathis.
Right.
And if you're playing this is a little cross promotion, Immaculate Grid, owned by the good people of Sports Reference, they played for a lot of the same teams.
Yeah.
And they were both, Arizona, Texas, like they were there, Toronto, they were all there. But yes, this is the great Rod Barajas, coach for the Padres.
I think he was a Marlins coach for like a second.
He was the manager of the Padres as a interim very briefly.
For like a game or something?
Oh yeah, right at the very end. But a huge Rod Barajas fan. To me, this is, of all the videos I've ever made, this is the one that I like the most, and this is the one that I feel is the most representative of what I do. So I thank you for making Rod Barajas hard.
Absolutely. And it's funny because for the people who are not you, when I gave them the sheet, they were really scared to pick between Mathis and Barajas because they are
The teams.
so similar.
The
but they're
teams.
very different players, which I think is funny.
Yes.
Couldn't throw out anybody.
I like catchers that play forever.
I never got Rob Barajas. Why did Foolish do a video on it?
Rod Barajas was a catcher in the league for like 15 years, and he wasn't good at anything. He couldn't really hit. He couldn't throw out runners. He was bad at framing, but teams just kept letting him play.
Bad at everything. What do you mean? Like, look at his... Look at his career hits.
Because he plays.
God, that one little stint with the Phillies, or I wouldn't have got it.
Really? Well, bravo to almost all of our competitors except Joez McFly, who did not make it to the trivia round. Everyone else is here for a chance to get 5 points in today's episode. And if you've been paying attention to his channel, this trivia question should be easy for you. What starting pitcher did Bailey deem as baseball's speedrunner? One question, one answer, one chance. Let's see how they did.
Baseball's speedrunner. Baseball's speedrunner. I'm assuming this person just pitches really fast. Works quick. I don't know the person. This is probably someone that's like very well known for this, I'm assuming. Because there's another guy that I feel like works pretty fast that isn't the answer, because you would be looking at me weird if it was. Ranger works really fast.
Oh, right, yeah.
Corbin Burns works really fast out of the stretch too. I definitely don't have a definitive like, oh, I watched that video moment in my head.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess Max Scherzer.
It is not Max Scherzer.
Between two guys.
Who are you between, if you don't mind me asking?
I do mind you asking.
Okay.
So thank you. I don't know the answer. I'm between a pitcher that worked fast and a pitcher that ran fast.
I would go with the one that worked fast.
My initial guess was Mark Burley.
And that is correct, Jake.
Yeah? I started thinking of pitchers that actually pinch run, but yeah.
Who's the other name?
I honestly didn't have one. It was Burley, and then I was trying. No, there's a pitcher who used to like pinch run and was fast.
Oh shit, I know who you're talking about. Velasquez, didn't he do that? Vince Velasquez?
Vince Velasquez did a lot of stuff.
Played left one time.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark Burley.
Mark Burley, ding ding ding, is correct. It's always scary when you know it immediately and you're like,
It's a bonus.
do I just think like for a second? But you had it.
Like I know there was the whole video about specifically that, but was there somebody else who got the literal nickname? No, Mark Burley.
Mark Burley.
Worked so fast. He'd have loved the pitch clock.
Oh, this is light work. This gentleman threw a perfect game, didn't he? Dwayne Wise made a catch in center field.
It is not Dwayne Wise.
It's okay, but that wasn't the guess, was it, Jolly Olive? When I was younger, someone offered me a baseball card trade for this guy, and they were like, "I'll give you Mark Buhurl." And 8-year-old me was like, "That's not his name, and not even close." Mark Burley, awesome name.
Is correct.
Yeah, another probably like underappreciated career that the next generation's Foolish Bailey should pass on.
Baseball speedrunner, that would be the great Mark Burley. Mark Burley had a game versus Ryan Franklin. I want to say it was 2006, in 1 hour, 39 minutes. And that is one of his many sub-2 performances, but that is the standout. That is 99 minutes of baseball action pre-pitch clock. And I think now that we live in the pitch clock era, it has only made people appreciate the great Mark Burley. Also had one of the greatest defensive plays of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Bar none. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Bailey Freeman. I mean, that's got to be one of the quicker RefGuess rounds ever.
I'm sure you're well aware of your refugees problem.
Yes.
Yes.
It's very much affecting the SEO of RefGuess. We constantly get, we used to get messages, not so much anymore. Because I think
I do it every single time. I get refugees, yeah.
Because it's the same letters, same amount of letters.
Yes.
Well, a really nice showing from all of our creators today. Shelfy unable to get that trivia question, but 4 people were able to get the maximum points, including, of course, Foolish Baseball himself. Jimmy's got to be happy about that. 5 points to his total as he check out the updated standings here. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of RefGuess. If you enjoyed it, leave a like on the video. And if you haven't seen a lot of these Foolish Baseball videos, go check them out. They're premium baseball content. They're really awesome to watch. I go back and rewatch them all the time, and that kind of inspired this entire episode. So thank you to Bailey for playing, and thank you to you for watching. We'll see you next time.